I'm describing everything I like. That's why my channel exists. Ugh. Like, that's how he makes his money, but I don't want to do that. Like, but if he's like happy making money, or he's like, man, I'm making six figures, I'm like, good. I don't want to do that. You're like, but you could make like $600 million. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Hello, hello, hello. What ho? Welcome back to another exciting adventure of Travis Finley. I'm your host, Travis Finley. This also could be Pensamientos de Viejo, but I'm kind of taking it as a Travis Finley playlist main podcast concept. This is a brand new channel. I am not brand new to YouTube, but I've never pursued statistics. I've never pursued trends, nothing. I do not. That is, I would rather eat broken glass. Okay. So this is my new YouTube channel, and in the feed then is now things oriented, I suppose, toward new YouTube channel users, because they're just trying to push content out there. So like I would wonder if like my channel is being pushed out to someone who just started. Like, are they going to see my content scrolling through there? It's like, I found this guy, right? Anyway. So if I'm going to be trying to grow my channel, am I willing to do what it takes to succeed in growing my channel? That's a good question. How much devotion, how much dedication do I have to achieve this goal? Is it too much work for me, or is like that? Like I'm saying, I don't want to do that much work. I'm not interested in doing that much work. Well, then then you're gonna get what you give, which is always the same principle. You always get what you give. So we're gonna watch this, and then I'm gonna react to it as honestly as I can, right? Because he's talking to me. I am a new content creator. I want to grow. I want to understand something about growth, and he's here to shed light on that. And what is my reaction? This is what this episode is about.
So, whoa, let me get my mic here. So you know that feeling that you're being left behind in your niche on YouTube, or worse yet, that you've never actually hit growth? Howdy everyone, Nate here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be using our handy dandy guy here again to walk through exactly what...
I'm trying to place his accent. It's almost like he sounds like an American trying to sound like he's Irish, but he's been out of country for 25 years, so he kind of like has a little ghost of Irish twang, but he sounds almost like a pirate as well. Howdy. Like this guy's interesting.
What it's going to take for you to understand your space on YouTube so you never feel left behind again. And in order to do that, we're going to be using the tool vidIQ periodically throughout this video. Why? Well, first, I spoke with TJ and I got a ridiculously good deal for you on vidIQ. But second, much of what I'm going to be showing here becomes much more automated with the tool. So to get started, go ahead and use vidIQ. I put a link in the pinned comment or the description, and let's walk through this, starting first with your
Said Linky. What's Linky? Linky below.
Playing field. I intentionally called it your playing field as kind of a sports analogy, because YouTube is YouTube as a platform, yes. But also, what I have found from working with hundreds of clients one-on-one, as well as analyzing thousands of YouTube channels, is that each niche or each area on YouTube plays very differently. Think of it akin to one field being for soccer and another field being for baseball. They both involve a goal of winning the game, but how the game is played is very different. So in order to identify...
I don't think his analogy works. That's the second time I heard it, and I still don't really follow it.
Thousands of YouTube channels is that each niche or each area on YouTube plays very differently. Think of it akin to one field being...
Each niche plays differently. Okay, I get that. So basically he just means each genre, because it's not necessarily a sport. you know, there's no hard and fast formula for this.
For soccer and another field being for baseball.
Yeah, because you can't, you know, you can't expect a trend of Taylor Swift fans to match the trend of a scientific, you know, conundrum. They're not going to be the same trend. You're not going to have the same audience. You can't apply these same metrics to each group, I don't think. But even right now, I don't give a shit about what we're talking about. This kind of stuff just drives me nuts. I don't like this.
They both involve a goal of winning the game, but how the game is played is very different. So in order to identify your playing field, this is the first thing I want you to answer. What are you doing? Really? Why are we... Really, in order to answer this question, what I want you to do is this. When you think of your playing field on YouTube, what are their questions and what are their interests? I want you to make a list of each of...
Okay. I'm not making my content right now to an audience that exists. If I ask, what are my audience's interests? My audience's interests are photography, refraction, mirage reflection, philosophy, spirituality, theology, podcasting, random musings. I'm describing everything I like. That's why my channel exists, because I have something to say. I'm not asking these questions. I'm not asking this lists. I'm not asking what my audience is questioning I'm assuming that there's somebody out there like me. That's answering the question. My audience's questions are mine. So I'm on the right track already. Okay? I'm on the right track.
Of these. And I don't want you to overlook this, because the number of times I've done one-on-one consults with people where they've paid me hundreds and hundreds of dollars that have recommended that we do this exact thing, I don't even know if I could count it. Because what you're doing here is putting yourself in your audience's shoes and listing the questions they have and the things that they would find interesting. You're going to use these for what I'm going to show you here in a moment. Because next...
Sorry, hold on. Something he just said didn't make sense to me.
And I don't want you to overlook this, because the number of times I've done one-on-one consults with people where they've paid me hundreds and hundreds of dollars that have recommended that we do this exact thing, I don't even know if I could count it. Because what you're doing here is
He had an incomplete thought there. He didn't tell us. He was going to say, if I could count on one hand how many times I've recommended people do this and they don't do it, I couldn't count it. But he didn't say that part, so that was I'm just saying, I'm an editor. That was a glitch. Just the way it is.
putting yourself in your audience's shoes and listing the questions they have and the things that they would find interesting. You're going to use these for what I'm going to show you here in a moment. Because next, what I want you to do is this. I want you to create a new YouTube account acting as if you are in your audience's shoes. Acting as if you are your niche with this account. You can use your current account if you want to, just know that we're going to be doing a whole bunch of searches and acting like your target audience anyway. All right, you got that? Now we need to do this. Take that list of questions or interests that your audience have and start searching. Let's walk through an example. If I wanted to know what was out there for a video on how to grow grass, I could just search how to grow grass. Now, of course, on the left, I'm going to see these videos, these results for this search query that YouTube thinks it should serve up for me. But on the right, with this vidIQ sidebar, what we've done is summarized that search. So I want you to scroll down to down here to understand what I am seeing here. For this search term, the highest viewed video.
Okay, already I'm lost. I don't know why we're doing this. How to grow grass, okay? I'm just trying to be, I'm trying to react to this in real time. and tell you how I'm processing this information. And right now I'm confused. Okay.
Have and start searching. Let's walk through an example. If I wanted to know what was out there for a video on how to grow grass, I could just search how to grow grass. Now, of course, on the left, I'm going to see these videos, these results.
Right, okay. You ask a question, you're going to get results. Okay.
For this search query that YouTube thinks it should serve up for me. But on the right, with this vidIQ sidebar, what we've done.
With what vidIQ sidebar? Like, he didn't explain anything about this, I don't think. Maybe I'm missing something, but he mentioned it earlier, but now he's using it, but he didn't tell us that he set it up ahead of time. So I think that that's what I'm trying to understand, right? So this is an app that you run on your browser when you do a YouTube search that does algorithmic analyses. See, like, this is information that he didn't say, I think. I'm not trying to be overly critical.
Done is summarized that search. So I want you to scroll down.
But I don't know, he's like, why should I be interested in why we're doing this? He's working off an assumption in his mind that I don't think that he has explicitly tried to make contact with me about. I don't know what I'm connected to him for. I'm not sure why I'm listening to him right now.
Down here to understand what I am seeing here. For this search term, the highest viewed video has this many views on it. The average is this many, and the average subscribers for the search term is this many. Gives you an idea of how the competition is doing.
I want to just eat broken glass right now. This is just absolutely mind-numbingly. I don't understand what we're here for. I am 2 minutes and 45 seconds into a 12-minute video, and there's no way I have any interest. I've started this over. I've watched it one time up to this point at least, and now I'm here again. I don't know. Maybe it's ADHD, man. You know, it is what it is. So, you know, if you have any insight as to whether or not you're like, Travis, dude, chill out, man, or like, yeah, you know, I could, you know, make a comment. Let me know. All that good stuff. So wherever you are in the future, I hope that you have light, hope, and love in your life, and I will see you in the next video. Ski Rooski, Booski Dooski Hooski.